back, everybody, to the Warlord of SBAS plays Torment, Ties of Numenera, episode 26. Last time, we discovered this little blood pool here and told Folsom that we'll discover who did it. And he said that Mapper over here might be able to find some information, but Mapper wants us to go to the tunnels over here and get whatever his fucking name is. You can bring us to the tunnels. We'll do that in a second. I just want to finish exploring this area.
On it.
We're almost done, actually. Dr. Verneth, I believe. Child. Pauper. You're just a poor person? Yeah.
Happy to help.
Random headless guy, man that can't really talk to. Which kind of makes sense considering he's headless. How can you talk to someone without a head? Crooked. Mutant. Crooked Quack. A small, hollow-cheeked mutant sings a soft, wavering tone to herself. Yellow bruises discolor her skin. Wounds formed not from violence, but from malnutrition, and her permanent bones bend and twist at odd angles. Still, she smiles. She smiles at the oily water devoid of any fish. Smiles as she arranges her empty basket beside her. And she smiles at you when she sees you standing over her. Come on. Oh, alright. Okay. Hello, I'm Crooked Quack of the Old Canyon tribe. I haven't seen you down here before. I hope you're not here to fish. They're nibbling instead of biting today. She coughs into her coupled katana raw and ragged hacking that bends her double. You take her for a child at first, but after studying her features, it's clear she's in her late teens. It's only some mutation in her bony stature born of starvation that makes her seem childlike. You said you're part of the Cold Canyon tribe. Are they down here too? No, she says lightly. They're all gone, either dead or gone. She still isn't meeting your eyes. There used to be a lot of us. We came here when I was a baby, running from. She pauses, thinking, a war, some sort of war that never ends. My parents thought we would be safe here, but the tribe died off one by one. She turns away, wiping her eyes. The city is hard on people like us. How was the city hard on your tribe? We were used to living in the wilderness, so they knew what they could eat safely. Here it's not so simple. My mother told me that 10 people died eating tainted food before we found this fishing hole. She stares into the murky water. Then there's the disease. You can catch it in the city, and the hate. A lot of us were killed just for being hard to look at, I guess. Is it as hard for you to survive here as it was for your people? No, she says, smiling. I don't have a lot to eat, but I'm more resistant to sickness than my parents were, and people here know me. They leave me alone. You said everyone in your tribe is dead? Not everyone, she says with a brave little smile. I'm here, and some of us just left for better places. I bet they're doing really well. Do you know where I might find a one named Metakina? Metakina? She gasps. That's not what people call her. She leans toward you and Ezra on his coins. They call her the White Death, she says. She's an assassin. I know where she is, and I hope I never do. I don't know where she is, and I hope I never do. Why are you scared of Metakina? They say she begins, then drops her voice to a whisper. They say she can freeze your blood by speaking your name, And if you look her in the eyes, all of her hair will turn white. All of your hair will turn white. You don't really believe those stories about Medicina, do you? She blushes. No, she says, but she is a killer, and she bites her lip. I have a soft spot for scary stories. And she likes scary stories. Who doesn't? Your real name is Crooked Queek? Sort of. My parents called me Queek, but the nickname came later. She hunches over, her eyes darting steadily from side to side. It's because I sell junk from high pricing and bribe the levies to carry people off in the night. She laughs. No, not really. People call me crooked because I look twisted and broken. Wish they wouldn't, but it's okay. I'm crooked, right? Don't you mind that people call you crooked? Not really. I can't tell. I can't call them liars, can I? She smiles, but it's not radiant thing you saw before. Are you sure you don't mind people calling you crooked? I do, she admits softly. But I won't be less crooked if they stop. It's true. What do you think the fish aren't biting? The fish down there are pretty fast and smart. They're nibbling at the bait, then swimming away. She watches the line with a combination of hunger and weariness. It's hard for me to get to the pole in time when the red rod twitches, and harder to reel in the catch it. I'm not very strong. Can I try fishing with your gear? You're welcome to it, she says, only if you find something good you share. She was off blushing. Never mind, company is better than scrawny fish. Alright. So, for the fun of it, let's go fish.
Yes.
Fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. This thing glowing thread pierces the surface of the water and plunges deep into the black depths, like a white line drawn in shining ink. Examine the line. You try flicking the shining string and your finger goes right through it. Could you try catching something for me? I've had no luck today. Besides, everything down there is pretty much stronger than me. Sure, try to catch something for her. You pull on the line and something in the dark below pulls back. You press your lips together and reel in your catch. A muddy zephyr dangles from the end of the line. It's beautiful, Quick breathed. I was just hoping for a fish. I can sell it and eat for weeks. Yeah, I have a full inventory of them, so sure. You pass the knife to her and she squishes her eyes shut in unmitigated joy. Thank you. Use my fishing pole whenever you want. Sure. See if I can get something else for fun. You took hold of the fishing rod and began reeling in the line. But nothing on the hook. You might have better luck tomorrow. Oh, I had to try every day. Alright.
Why, of course.
Any God's cultist? What is this?
Ready.
Actually, let's talk to the Chin God cultist first. They might explain what that is. Cultist glances over you casually, his eyes widen when they reach your tattoo. They nearly explode when they settle on your face. Holy One, what brings you down here? You glances at his own impertinence. I meant, never mind. I shouldn't have asked. Your business is your own, I'm sure. He lowers his eyes, folding one trembling hand over the other. How may I serve you? Examine the cultist. The man is pale, dirty, and nervous. He is stealing glances at your tattoo every chance he gets. He flinches when he notices you studying him. Never have I seen it so close. What have I done to earn this blessing? I don't know. I'm hunting for the person who murdered Folsom's Protege, would you like to assist me? Assist, he squeaks. Me, of course, Holy One. Absolutely, I swear to, that I will not rest until I find some scrap of information that is of smallest use to you.
All right.
Alright, cool. So what's this?
Of course.
The dark sphere inhabits almost every socket of this obelisk and stretches toward the cavernous ceiling. No one else seems to be paying the odd structure or any attention like most of Numenera. It's simply here. If it can't be used, it's treated as part of the scenery. The orbs gleam in the dim light and lean toward them. Are they glass, jewels, eyes? Touch the near sphere. You barely grace the glass before you it displays the image of a fury creature touching the surface from the other side. Purple veins threaded with veins of light hung from the branches of the trees behind it. You lift your fingertips and the darkness swallows the creature. The orb is opaque once more. The orb appears to reflect whatever action is performed in front of them. I'm a little song. Nothing appears in any of the dark orbs. Instead, the whisper of many voices join in song curls from the obelisk, so low that only you can hear it. Make a rude gesture. Aw, why do we keep on getting red? I think red's just passion. I think it's fine. Whatever, I haven't really been caring about the red tides this whole time anyway. They make the most obscene gesture you can think of the glass. A young one with the rainbow pupils appears in the glass, flicking her fingertip across her chin. She nods and grinning as if imagining your shock at her daring. She insulted us with her finger. He shakes his fist in the glass. Come out and then do that again. I dare you. A towering creature of flesh and crystalline muscle, shaking a glittering fist back at him. Haha! Another challenger. Come out of there, you cowards. I'll fight you one by one, or all together. You tell them, Eridus. He glares at the now dark glass, then snorts. Hiding in the dark? Eh? I thought so. I love you. You're so fun, Eridus. Make an even ruder gesture. Rainbow-eyed woman rewards your gesture with one of her own. She has a finger at her knee, grinning at her own audacity. What did that mean? What did any of that mean? You're too young to know, Ren. Tell us the orb secret. With the lift nearly approaching the surface, you whisper a thought you never told anyone. A too tall, narrow-hipped being, a visitant, appears in the glass along fingers clasped, meeting your eyes. It speaks words you cannot hear. You can, however, sense its thoughts. They tickle an odd part of your mind. Dizziness overcomes you, and you suddenly know that the visitant speaks stolen words, and the blood was spilled to take them. Even though the cause was just, the visitant is deeply ashamed. It fades into the black of the orb, lowering its head. Just need a sphere again. Alright. Well, that was fun. Especially the root justice part. Mutant. Back. Mutant.
Yes.
Oh, there's Elgern. Hey, Elgern.
I've already told you. I want nothing to do with this Carradine. But you bring her to my door, ditch her someplace, and then maybe we can talk.
It's encouraging. It's encouraging to know I don't miss her at all. God. No wonder I. Of
Right off?
course I gotta
This
ditch
is
him. He's so
done.
whiny. Montha Pa. Hello, Montha Pa. Montha. Montha? Montha? Montha. Whatever. This lissom Jack looks down on in his luck, judging from his bare feet and dusty jerkin. But he takes in his surroundings with a hopeful gaze as you approach. He smiles and throws out his arms in greeting, which reveals the tattoos of his trade on his belt. He puts a finger on the side of his nose and gives you a wink. Hey now, help me. Help me get any vert plaid for the topside slipper? What? Hey, it's my old friend. Wonder if he's got any new work for me. What? Possibly? Sunshine, sea slide, or landward. Ugh. Landward? He snaps his fingers. Landward, sugar. Doing it in my sleep, but I'll still need a sniffer. You catch me? Good enough for me. Work's work. Oh yes, I can catch you. I have no idea what I'm agreeing to, but sure. Sounds fun. You can't. He gives you a suspicious look. You don't speak the cant at all, do you? What were you leading me on for? This isn't the fella I know. Strange. He's the spitting image. I want to see how far I can go. He shakes his head with a grin. Not far enough, I'm afraid. But no worries, I should have spotted you for a sit the moment I saw you. Never mind. He claps his hand and gives you a fresh once over. So new to the Underbelly, huh? Just visiting or looking for something in particular? Who are you? He bows. Month Pa, professional fenestratus. Recently arrived to the big city from far. Fantasy name, and at your service. Whereas fantasy name. What, you never heard of the old song? Do you know the way to fantasy name? He started to sing in the back of the back of beyond, east of the spire, and west of the Rond. That's where the girl are footloose and free. That's where my sweetheart is waiting for me. No, not one of my favorites. Oh well. Your favorites? Well, it's a fenestratus or whatever. Oh well, I open windows for a living. Open them, crawl into them, relieve them of their valuable contents. Ah, he's a thief. You can tell me of this place. He smiles slightly. Or can you tell me about this in your purse? Have you got a few to spare? I'm skint at the moment, and it's making it hard to remember things. Yeah, 3 shins, whatever. That's nothing to me right now. He snatches the coins and they disappear into his ragged shirt. Much obliged. Now, he rocks his beardless chin. Where to start? You want to hear about the people who live here? Or maybe the stitcher that tunnels? Or the manufactory? The crazy Dunder O'Hare bastards? Once at you leering. Or maybe you heard about a murder and you're looking for a thrill. Give me your general take on the Underbelly. He shrugs. It's the bottom of the ladder, as they say around here. There ain't no more down to go. But that's a good thing to right? Means you got nowhere to go but up. Oh, that's a positive attitude. A passing thought dims his cheery expression. Unless you drown or get swallowed by the bloom or something. Tell me about the people here. He blows out his cheeks. Well, I won't talk about everyone. There's a lot of us here, but I'll hit the highlights, or lowlights, I guess. He starts to count them off on his fingers. There's Folsom, of course. He runs things around here. Not officially, mind you. He's just the sharpest jogging with the hardest crew, is all. Michela, who sells bits and bobs at her stall. Mock the meatmonger, who sells meat. He passes his chest. Tell Meek I sent you if you pay him a visit. He gives me a chin for his referral. Oh, let's see. There's Elgren, the Aeon priest, who isn't anymore, but still knows his stuff. Mapper's crazy Carker, who's covered in maps, and I was thinking. And well, I suppose there's Crooked Quack, who's not very interesting, but she looks funny. That's your float, if that's your float. Spreads his hand. That's all that's worth mentioning. What do you know about the Stitcher tunnels? They've dug them all over the place around here. You only see the ends of them since they fill them with loose dirt. Only they can dig through. Tell me about the manufactory. He shakes his head as if bewildered. That's the hard plot right there. Folks you'd think were smart enough to take to new honest work is bad for you slaving away in these furnaces, and giant constars watching over them like middle slave drivers. He shivers. I've only looked in once, scared the wits out of me, so I never went back. Tell me about the Jandra O'Hare. Her. The cannibals? Ha! Sometimes I think they do it just so they can be crazier than anybody else. I know they got some kind of mumbo-jumbo reason for eating dead folks, but I think they're just like making people squirm, you know? Do you know anything about the murder of Folsom Proto? Blah blah blah. Now there is some spooky effluvium, and no mistake. Circle of blood on the wall, but all they found of the Vic was a skinless hand. It happened in the alcove on the other side of this structure. If you want to see it, or we did. And you know where I can find Medikina? White Death? He whistles. You ain't crazy, are you? He lifts his hand passingly. Sorry, none of my business. Couldn't tell you where she is. But you might want to talk to her mapper. He's squatting one of the shanties down here. And there's any place she can hide, he'd know about it. I've already talked to Mapper. He wants me to find the hidden sanctuary of the Changing God first. Is that so? I spot even the old Mapper knows nothing about. Who'd have thought? He rubs his chin. Thought you might want to do it. What you might want to do then is chime up with the Stitcher over there. I know. Who'd talk to the Stitcher, right? But I'm feeling that they're smarter than everyone else. Smarter than everyone else says. Alright, cool. Let's continue exploring.
Of course.
Of course. It's a horse. Underbelly dog. Alright, map. Circus mine. I believe I've covered everywhere. Yep. Make sure.
It's safe.
I have no idea if it's safe, kid. But let's do it anyway.
Let's go all. You and me.
Alright. Now we on and talk to Stitches.
Yes. Now.
Yeah, now. Stitches, man. What's up? Egg friend. Cricket whistles. The smell of dust and closed air surrounds it. The creature is clear, glad to see you. Stitch a deep dig. Like promised, rock not coated there. The scent of pocket of trapped gas arises, Clover shrug. What guys are promised Stitch a move? You want travel? Can you take me to a place under the city? Stitch bows almost scuttling, and the warm smell of cooking rock rises from the back. Friend to Stitcher. Yes, no pay for you free. I've heard the training code has sanctuary underneath the city. Can you take me there? It bows. Yes, for Stitcher friend, yes. Can take egg tunnel. And walk to place, yes. Do 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 do. What do we have? Emerging from the freshly dug tunnel, you find yourself in a small chamber. Veins of refined metal glimmering around the ground and walls. Chicken turns to face you. Place beyond was egg rooms, hatching chambers. Claws work up and down slowly. Future Stitch a move for our way. Sanctuary on other side of nut nest. Alright. Sounds good.
I'll remember that.
I will not remember that. What is this? I'm gonna end the episode here. And next time we'll explore this new area. Won't that be fun? So until next time, remember to embrace the chaos or you'll go bad. Bye.